So no one ever trusts me when I shuffle cards. So what I'd like you to do is just press those together and make sure that you can feel that those are actually being shuffled. No fake shuffle here. You can actually feel that that's a real shuffle, right? And not only that, you can see that those cards are actually mixed up, right? And what I'd like you to do is take the deck and you're going to deal it into two piles. One here and one here. It doesn't have to go 1, 1, 1, 1. You can do a couple here, but consider every card. Go ahead. Okay, that's good. Let me see the deck, because right now you're just sort of separating by intuition. There's nothing particularly that's guiding you, but what I'd like you to do, I'm going to give you these two cards. One of them is red, and one of them is black. Which one do you think is red? This one. And that's actually right. That one's red, and that one's black. So with that in mind, now that you sort of know what that feels like, take the rest of the cards back, and continue to deal as you like. Okay, that's good. You can put those aside. Now the interesting thing is that normally if you were to separate the red and black cards, there would have to be the same number of cards in this packet as in that packet, right? Because there are the same number of reds and blacks in the deck. But I think actually this packet is a little bit bigger. But that's okay, because still you have managed to separate every single card, red and black, just like that. Hey, this is Michael Feldman here in New York, and I'm here to share with you an Travelers or interchange style routine where the jacks start separated in 4 different pockets, and one by one they change places with the aces, and it's got a surprise ending that I think you'll really like. We're actually going to take you step by step through the whole routine and show you how to do it. So we start out with the jacks and aces. Jacks will just start right there because I think most people would like to start with the aces, you know, the higher value cards. That's not really my style. I like to start with the jacks. And normally, in a Traveler's kind of effect like this, you would take the 4 jacks, place them into the deck, and then they would vanish from the deck and end up in the 4 pockets. But I just like to start this out by, just placing them in the pockets. It just seems easier to me. So, one goes there, 1 jack in each of these pockets as well. And then we come back to the aces. And the idea is to get the aces to change one by one into the jacks. Looks just like that. There's the first ace to change, and in case you didn't get to catch that, we'll do it a couple more times. There's ace number 2. So that's number 1. That's number 2. Number 3 looks a little bit different. Just like this. There's ace number 3. And ace number 4 has already changed, actually. But you have to wonder, if these are now the 4 jacks, where do you suppose those aces are? The answer has to be, one of them is here, in this pocket. One of them is here. One of them is here in this pocket, and the last one, oh, actually that's 1, 2, 3, and that is the 4th ace. But if those are the 4 aces, where do you suppose the jacks went? And of course that means one of them has to be right here. 1, right here. 1 in this pocket, and that is all 4 jacks. So now we're here to see if we can teach one of our spectators how to use their magical powers. Hey Jessica, how's it going?
Good.
Would you like to learn how to do magic?
I would, please.
Great. Here, what I want you to do, just hold out your hand like you're going to deal the cards. and you're going to have another spectator select a card. So normally a magician will spread the cards between their hands, just like that, and we'll have a card selected, for instance, the Nine of Hearts. And now we'll cut this, lose this back into the deck. So cut about half the cards to the table. We'll lose your Nine of Hearts back in the deck. Exactly. Now what I want you to do is you're going to take these cards, go ahead, and you're going to make a magical pass over the deck using your magic powers, because this is how it works. When you make a magical pass, exactly, that's perfect, you'll be able to go through, and now you'll be able to identify the card. So you'll be able to see which card I selected, but no one else should be able to. So go ahead and actually put the deck down. You can start to just spread those out so you can see all the cards, and we'll see. Yeah, exactly. So one of those cards is now subtle. Okay, I guess not subtly different. That's sort of blatantly different. That's okay. It's your first time, so maybe work on the control of the magic powers a little bit. But we'll give you a second chance. So go ahead and take one finger and slide that one card out. And do you remember what card we picked?
The Nine of Hearts.
That's right. It's exactly the Nine of Hearts. So go ahead and square up the rest of the cards. And what I want you to do this time is just cut the cards about in half. Exactly. Go ahead and take a look at your card.
This one?
Yep.
Let's check this.
We got the Jack of Hearts. And we'll lose that back in the middle just like before. Go ahead and complete the cut. And now, just as before, make a magical pass over those cards. And exactly. And now if you spread out those cards, you'll see that there should be a subtle difference in one of the cards again. And that'll be this card that we picked the second time around. All right, put those on the table and we'll spread those out again. Well, that's okay. I think the first time that was a little bit overkill, right? The first time you turned it red. But the second time, I think your technique may have been closer, that was good, but your just aim was a little bit off. And that's fine, because I think this time you landed it here. This card. That second card you picked was the Jack of Hearts. There you go. That was good. Good use of your magic powers.